can't believe I'm back reviewing another one of this man's freaking movies. Okay, so what's going on out there, YouTube? This is SCL0320 representing JVS. To my dismay, I really didn't want to review this movie because the last time I was in a situation. Let's pull everything back. And it was an amazing ride. I already gave the movie an 8.5 out of 10, but all was left was I was trying to whether or not I wanted to actually do the freaking spoiler review. And I was like, you know what?
No.
I don't think anybody will mind. I didn't see an embargo or anything like that. So I was like, this is the time to actually go and do this. Wait.
Take this dude out to the club. Yeah, this is like yeah.
No. Chill, dude. Hey, yo, chill.
And last time,
nah, man, chill, man. Ah, flap. God. Tu madre mi huevos, otra vez. Yeah, I'm sorry. I am the ultimate Deadpool, and I just kind of hurt him. I think he's okay, but it doesn't matter because I'm Deadpool. Yeah, that's a different movie. But no, unfortunately, JVS cannot do the spoiler-filled review because if he freaking does, then I'm gonna kill. No, I'm not gonna kill him. I promise. All y'all have to do is come back on February 11th, where one man. Actually, no, well, yeah, technically February 11th is the actual release date. Then he's gonna give you your freaking spoiler review, okay? Do you get that? Do you freaking get that? Yeah, because I'm Deadpool. And, Jimmy freaking Chungus are gonna fall, and Deadpool will rise. I did the BB-8 thing, you get it? Yeah. Got kidnapped, got locked up. The man has literally been trolling me wherever I go. As you've seen, like, he was with me in New York Comic-Con, he was with me at San Diego Comic-Con, he was at Awesome Con with me, and I'm almost certain this ninja's gonna show up here. And he's not even really a ninja. So, either way, let's talk about this Deadpool 2 before he shows up. And if he shows up, I promise you, I won't review any X-Force. I won't review any Deadpool 3. I'm done with it. I'm seriously freaking done. I'm wearing this shirt just in spite. He left this shirt right here, and I'm not doing nothing with it. This thing just starts to, I'm gonna freak out. Let me just do this. Alright, Deadpool 2. So, based on the way that they actually did the cinematography and the videography and the fight sequences, it's just as implosive and crazy as the very first movie. Matter of fact, I think the action is even more wild, even more tailored, even more choreographed as well, with the all-around pretty good cast. And I think that Josh Brolin really adds this interest of seriousness and tone and darkness in his role of Cable. Now, did they flesh him out a lot in this one? I won't say because this is a non-spoiler review, but they do leave some interesting revelations about his character if you know him from the comics, as well as the prosthetics, of course, his mechanical arm, his eye, his guns, his gear from the future is all there, and it looks amazingly beautiful. Now, Deadpool himself, I think Ryan Reynolds and him, Josh Brolin, their fight sequences together were choreographed pretty well. It was on point. Definitely a lot of callbacks to other movies because this is a Deadpool movie. The fight sequences just on point, man. Even Zazie Beetz. Zazie as Domino did great. And I think that in the very beginning, I was kind of skeptical. I was like, what is she really capable of? Like, she's got this ability, mutation, being able to have luck, you know what I'm saying? But then when you get to see what she can actually do, and the way that she actually trained for this one, I suspected she might have had some really good fight sequences, but by the third act, everybody has great fight sequences. The other thing about this, as far as the VFX, when it comes to Colossus, it's even better than the first one. Now, Colossus, I think, Colossus and Negasonic, they use it very well and very specifically in the first movie. But in this one, they add a lot more elements into the X-Men universe. And I think that you're going to be very much so surprised what they do with that and the VFX behind that, ultimately. The other thing I think that they did a really good job with is the scenery. The backdrop for where all the different set pieces where they took place, whether it be in the prison, whether it be out in the open, whether it be like callbacks and stuff, like they spared no expense to some of the things that they actually did with this one. And I was pleasantly surprised with a lot of the VFX for this one, as well as the backdrop cinematography. Now, as far as the audio, as far as the soundtrack, they do add the Celine Dion soundtrack song, Ashes, in there. And the placement where they put it is actually really perfect. Like, I think they did a really good job where they actually specifically positioned it, because it sets the tone for the movie. The thing about this story is that I was very surprised that the trailers were very misleading. Trailers make you believe or perceive that this is just a runoff second film that just has action, fourth wall breaking, fourth wall breaking, and then so much stupid comedy and grotesque violence, nudity, and all this and that. And that does have all those underlying things, but there is a very much so heartfelt thing about the story for Deadpool and for Cable. And I think that they did a really good job ironing that out. Now, I don't want to spoil what that is, but I can say that the trailers don't give you any kind of gumption of what it's actually going to be about. But I think it was actually written very well. And I think it actually pulls at your emotional tugstring, specifically with Wade Wilson versus Deadpool as a character as a whole. Like, what is it mean to be literally invincible, invulnerable, and you know, so to speak. Then you got this other interesting character that kind of is at the epicenter of it, and I want to make sure I get the young man's name right. I feel like I'm going to get his name so wrong. It's Julian Dennison, who plays the role of Russell. Russell has this interesting ability. He's an orphan, and he's got this troubled past, but Deadpool is trying to take it upon himself to, you know, help this young man. And at the same time, he's trying to be a better person. Yeah. Thus why he's got this connection with the X-Men. Cool. So it all plays into something interwoven to what Cable is here for. And I think that the way that they iron it out, it actually makes for just as good a movie as the first one. I'll just make it plain. Deadpool 2 has more action than the first one. Has probably a better dramatic arc in this one than in the first one. I think the only thing that is like, I don't know, it's a hit or miss when it comes to some of the jokes in this one. But I think that they all work. Like, if you enjoyed the very first movie, you're gonna love Deadpool 2. If you enjoyed the craziness, the grotesqueness, and the violence that no kid should be watching, then you're gonna love this movie. Told y'all, man. You're gonna love what this movie actually does, how it actually plays out, what the plot points are actually gonna be, and I think that ultimately, man, you're gonna have a good time at the movies. Just don't take your kids. This is very rated R. There's definitely some nudity spots. There's not as many sex scenes that you would think. TJ Miller is actually a lot funnier as Weasel in this one than he's ever been. And the thing about this film that you need to really realize is that there are Easter eggs everywhere. If you can, look at the movie as soon as you can on Thursday, because people will be talking about these two credit scenes for a while. And matter of fact, some of the credit scenes are even better than some of the Marvel movies I've seen. If you're, I don't want to spoil it. Never mind. Just make sure you go and check it out. You'll see. Pay attention to everything that they call back to, and every single character and the way that they pan out, because there are surprises everywhere. And I just can't wait for you guys to actually check it out. All in all, it's just as good as the first one. So I think I gave the first one a 10 out of 10, or maybe a 9.5 out of 10. Whatever I gave that one, I give this one. So Deadpool 2 is very much so a success. To my dismay, as much as I hate this man, as much as he terrorizes this channel, he probably won't be leaving anytime soon. Deadpool. So keep it locked. JDS, we ain't gonna stop. Hope y'all enjoyed that review. Peace, guys.
You think this is what I wanted? You think this is what I wanted? Yeah, it kind of is. You know, because it's just really just... Anyway, it's over. Peace be still. Call me a wingman, cause I'm on his team. Higher than the flyest spaceship you ever seen.
hotter than a sunbeam, cause it's so real. Call him Mr. Wonderful, cause he is that deal. The night is darkest just before the dawn, and the dawn is coming quick and crack is coming with